Hey y'all, uh, it's January, uh, the 19th, 2019. I was just hanging out, chilling. It's a Sunday afternoon, and I was catching up with Chasing Truth here on YouTube. An excellent investigator, all right? Leagues past myself. I do have to admit, she's got 10K subscribes. All right, I was just watching her, and she was reminding me of something. Well, I've gotten 2 minutes into her video, and she was reminding me of a clip that I actually saw, and I was at somebody's house, and they had it on the television. All right, and that's what they do a lot. But on the television, I actually had this guy, and she was reminding me of this guy that I saw on the television, and he was a Native American. I saw him last night, and because the television was on, I looked and I pointed at the TV. I said, "Look." I said, "Look, there's a Native American man. He's crying, dude. He's crying like a little punk. All right." And you might not be aware of what I'm about to play it for you because the thing is, Chasing Truth not only reminded me of this guy, but actually she has a clip of this guy, this very guy that I saw, and he was on the news, on the television. It's the same guy, and we're about to play him. All right, so you're about to see what exactly I was saying. All right, when I was saying that he's a punk and he was crying, this Native American man. So without further ado, let's see if I got the volume up. Got to get the volume up. It's not playing too loud, but here, see if you can hear this. So we're not supposed to have walls. We're gonna have to rewind that a little bit. Hold on. He said we're not supposed to have walls. I don't know if you can hear him.
Then Phillips describes the tense moments now being replayed over and over again online when a young man got right in his face. Watch.
When I started going forward and that massive groups of people started separating and separating and
Right.
moving aside to allow me to
Native American man is trying to play victim right now.
This young feller put himself
Right,
in
it's
front
young
of me
feller. Look at the young feller. What he's doing? Nothing. It's funny.
So I could, if I took another step, I would be putting my.
He's trying to make it seem like he's being threatened.
I heard them saying, build that wall, build that wall.
Look, he's crying.
This is indigenous lands.
All right, hold on. Y'all, I'm born and raised in San Antonio, Texas, like y'all might know. I do have a very important documentary coming out. I have a few documentaries that I made. I'm very much wanting to weed out people, though. I mean, if I don't want you on this channel or be subscribed, you're going to unsubscribe, and a lot of people have before. But I want to point this out. I called this Native American man a punk, and then he was crying, and I kind of laughed about it when he was on television last night. I don't think people really understood me. But then I had to explain, and I want you to think about this. I don't know if you heard what he said. He said, "Oh, we can't have walls. We just can't have walls because I'm crying." He said, I'm sorry, y'all. He said, "This is indigenous land." And he said that while he was crying. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I had to holler at y'all about this. All right? Because he's using words that mean nothing. All right. I want you to really think about this. He said, "Oh man, they can't put a wall here because this is indigenous land." He's an old man crying. Nobody ever heard of him before. All right. He happened to me in the Vietnam War. Thank him for his service. I appreciate it. Thing is, he's crying like a punk on the TV. And I don't know how many of y'all feel me out there, but every single land that you ever heard of is an indigenous land. It's all indigenous land. There's no such thing as indigenous land because it's all indigenous land. So technically speaking, we can't put a wall anywhere. Nobody could put up a wall anywhere according to this Native American man, all right? He's crying and stuff like that. All right, carrying on. Acting like a victim. Not supposed to have walls. We never did have walls. We can't build anything because it was never built before. Never had a prison and stuff. Who knows what you had running around? You weren't even alive.
I wish I could see that energy of the young mass, young men, put that energy into,
He wants to see.
And if I took another step, I would be putting my person into his presence, into. I heard them saying, build that wall, build that wall. You know, this is indigenous lands. You know, we're not supposed to have walls here. We never did. For millennium, before anybody else came here, we never had walls. We never had a prison. We always took care of our elders. We took care of our children. We always provided for them. You know, we taught them right and wrong. I wish I could see that energy of the young mass of young men, you know.
Yo, first of all, I just want to say, I don't know who he's talking about or what he's talking about. Literally, there was all sort of tribes and different various peoples running around, all Native America style for, I don't know, hundreds of years, allegedly, all right? So we're talking, he's crying about it. He believes it to the point where he's crying about it. And he says, oh, we knew right from wrong. Oh, y'all knew right from wrong, all right? Problem with that is that y'all didn't know right from wrong enough to fight battles and win wars. Y'all, I mean, what's right and wrong? Is it right to defend yourself? Well, and I don't mean, it's like, dude, I don't go out of my way, but this Native American man is crying all over the place, and it's dang embarrassing. But it's actually going to get a lot worse. It's going to get worse than this guy. You just wait. Check this out.
You ain't no child of God. You are the devil. You are fake. You are fake damn $5 Indian.
That's right.
Go that way. You're not
That's
our
right.
people. Stop trying. You always want to take our culture.
That's right.
Just like the white man.
That's
He
right.
wants to be the Egyptians.
That's
He
right.
wants to be the Israelites.
Right.
He wants to be everybody. Here go this damn demon. So, because you blow a ram horn doesn't make you our people.
And that's right.
You're a damn culture vulture.
That's right.
You're a culture vulture. No all nations. You're a damn blue-eyed demon. You damn devil.
You damn devil.
Right.
You can't stand in the damn sun.
Let me ask y'all something. Y'all want to build a wall for Mexico? When's the last time you ever seen a Mexican, a Hispanic, a Native American, or a Negro shoot up a school?
Crickets.
Now listen, some of y'all might know this, and some of y'all don't.
Crickets.
All you love believers, hey.
Look, we got the Trump
Ain't
supporters.
time
He
to
want to
love.
cover his hat up.
And ain't time to hate. And a time for what? To hate. A time for what? To hate. There's no hate.
Won't you uncover that hat? The hell with that water.
What you said?
See how you got these pompous bastards come down here in the middle of a native rally with their dirty ass hat on? With their dusty ass hat on? Little dusty ass animals.
There's a time for hate. He trying to mock us. He's talking about a time for man.
As you can see, they were supposed to be there at that time in that place. They were not trolling this march. The indigenous people also had a march, but where was theirs supposed to be? Based on this map, it looks as though they walked from where the red icon is all the way over to the National Mall.
Blasphemy! We got angels that are blaspheming us. We don't see stuff.
Yo, that looks like a shit show. Chasing Truth, she's really good at the bottom of a lot of things, man. She's a very good reporter. I appreciate her, and I appreciate all y'all. Put a like on that. I'll holler at y'all. It's January the 19th, 2019.